What's up, you guys? Are you struggling on picking up your first real estate property? Stick around and I'll tell you all about my first deal. Everyone always says that the first deal is the toughest to get under your belt. And that's actually very, very true. When we got started buying property in upstate New York in January of 2020 during the pandemic, we closed on our first real estate property, which was a 2-family house in Dutchess County. We were able to pick this property up for $190,000. Now it's worth around $250,000 to $270,000. To start, here's how we found the deal. So we just did a simple Google search in the area for a broker, and he showed us 6 properties that very first day we went up there, and we made 2 offers. This was one of the properties that we made an offer on. The asking price on this was actually $215,000, and they decided to go with someone else's offer. After the inspection, that potential buyer kind of backed out, and us being contractors, we swooped right in to pick it up for $190,000. Financing, that's always a question, right? How do you finance your deal, especially your first deal? We went with a broker that we have a good relationship with that's actually a national broker, and he was able to give us a 10-1 arm. And I've mentioned him in a previous video. David, you know who you are. David gave us a 10-1 arm. We picked us up at a rate of 3.5% with a 10-1 arm in January of 2020. Do you know what the rates are nowadays? The other day, our lender mentioned that he gave someone a 5-1 rate, if I'm not mistaken, at 1.75%. Here's what we looked for when we picked up our first property. So we knew the area because of our broker. That was a key player in our team. He told us what the comps were. He told us what the rents can go for potentially after fixing it up. What we did was move forward with this property because we knew that the rents right now were at $1,200 and that they can go up to $1,650 for a 3-bedroom in this case. Obviously, when we purchased this, it was a buy and hold strategy that we had in mind. So we were thinking long term. We can raise it up another $450 to give us the return we're looking for in cash out refinance because we had the BRRRR strategy in mind. What a deal. There were a couple issues with this property. We had 2 tenants that came with the property, so we inherited the existing tenants, and one of them hasn't paid us now in almost a year. This was still probably the best decision we made to buy this property because 3 months later we bought our second, 3 months after that we bought our third, and now in 2021 we have 2 additional properties on top of that. So 5 properties in total in about a year and a half. A lot of people are scared to take the plunge because they don't understand the financing, they don't understand the property management, they don't understand a lot of things that go into managing a real estate property. I'm here to tell you that it is okay. That very first deal though, nothing like it. Because of this first deal, we were confident enough to do the second, third, fourth, and 5th deal because we understood the financing at that point, and it allowed us to move forward. The way we bought our properties were all under LLCs. Every and each individual property has its own LLC, so we keep everything separate. If you are looking to get started in real estate, there's one very important thing you need to understand. What is your cash flow right now? I have a great tool that I've been using for many years to allow me to understand my personal cash flow before I started my businesses, before I got into real estate. Check down below and you can pick it up too. Please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe for more.